Hello and welcome back to the Yarn Hoarders Crafting Podcast. My name is Sasha and I'm coming to you today from a dry, half sunny, half grey town just outside of Birmingham in the West Midlands here in the UK. And this is the 12 Cast Ons 2026 Day 11. So if you don't know what the 12 Cast Ons is, it's a make-along hosted by Angela from the Yarn and Yarns YouTube channel. You will find her channel and her introduction video for this year's make-along in the description box below. And as I said, this is day 11. So we've only got 2 projects left to cast on. And today is going to be something I've wanted to make for a little while, and it's also going to be a bit of a challenge for me, I think. So I plan on making the virus shawl, which is a shawl pattern. I think there's multiple ones around the internet. I'm going to be following the one from the Hobie website. There'll be a picture here and a designer name potentially down here. I am relatively new to crochet. I started crocheting during the COVID-19 pandemic, and most of what I've crocheted I've done from videos, an occasional picture, but it's been quite simple things. I've not really done anything overly complicated, and pretty much all of them have had a video tutorial to go with it. And this I will be following the pattern, the written pattern, and the yarn I will be using is this. So this is from Yarn Mixology. It is the Berries and Cream colourway, which is, it starts at a very dark purple and comes out to a sort of very pale taupey beige colour. I wouldn't say it's cream, it's a bit too brown to be cream, but this is what I will be using. This is the large 318 gram cake, which is 1,200 meters. It is a cotton and acrylic blend. I picked this up from the Christmas wool show at the NCC in 2024. I had been admiring this company's cakes for a fair few years, ever since I first saw them at the very first yarn show I went to. And it's time to use this one and make it into a shawl. It does feel quite nice. So this is what I'm going to be using. I have downloaded the pattern. I'm going to have to work it from my phone at the moment because my printer is currently waiting for a new part. But we shall see how this goes. I'm hoping reading crochet patterns isn't overly complicated. I've read plenty of knitting charts, knitting patterns over the years. I'm hoping it'll be quite simple, but I'm sure if I do start to struggle, I'm sure I can find a YouTube tutorial somewhere on the internet. But this should be my day 11 cast on, and we shall see how far it goes. I'm not quite sure what size hook I'm going to be using yet. I don't know whether it's a 3 or a 3.5, but we shall see. If you hear noises in the background of hammering or drilling or my other half swearing, he's currently trying to fit a new Wi-Fi access point in the kitchen for me. And I have a feeling he's broken something because I can hear him running down to the cellar. But yeah, if you hear any noise in the background, that's what you can hear. But So this is what I should be working on. This might be slightly cheating because I'm not sure if I'm actually going to get to this today, but I am recording the intro for this today. I might end up working on this tomorrow. It is currently Saturday, the 24th of January at time of recording. So this will either be started later today or tomorrow, one or the other, but yes. So my day 11 cast on is a virus shawl. I'm back. So I did cast this project on the Saturday. Only got a couple of rows done on it, but I'll show you the progress first. So this is the start of a virus shawl. I don't know how I feel about this. I'll be honest. Do I have anything to use as a... Oh, hang on. Does that put anything against that? Yeah. I was quite excited to try this. First proper crochet pattern. I will say, I forgot to mention in the intro, this is my first proper crocheted pattern that isn't amigurumi. I've followed plenty of amigurumi patterns, but of course most of them are a variation of double crochets, UK terminology, with increases and decreases. There's not really any other proper stitches in it. It's just a lot of single crochet. But I don't know how I feel about this. I think I shall continue it at least until I get to the point where the pattern repeats. But I don't know. There's nothing wrong with the pattern. In fact, the pattern is quite easy. It has pictures and everything, so I'm not even worried about what I'm doing. I honestly don't know. Let me just pull that so I can do this. Like, does this contrast with... You can kind of see the contrast against my jumper. But I don't know. I don't really know how to end this video because I don't know if I like this. I was so excited to start this. I've been looking forward to casting this on for almost a year. And I don't know. I don't know if I like this. I like the colour. I don't know. Is my honest response. I don't really know how to end this video because I don't know how I feel about this project. I like the yarn I'm using. It feels quite nice. It's not as rough as 100% cotton, but it's also not as plasticky feeling as 100% acrylic. So it's a good mix of both. But I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe once I get into the pattern a bit more. I think I'm still technically classed as in the setup rows. I haven't yet got to the actual repeating part of it. But I don't know. Maybe I've just bitten off more than I can chew with crochet. Like this looks like... It's easy, but it's complicated looking at the pattern and what's to come, but I don't know. And I suppose that's the way it occasionally goes with your making. You don't have a 100% success rate all the time. And I honestly don't know how I feel about this. I will probably continue it at least till I get to the end of the instructions on the patterns, see how I feel once I get to the repeating parts. But I'm not sure I like it now. Now that I've seen the initial parts, like, I don't know. I'm not sure if this will remain. I don't know if I get to the repeating pattern suddenly I'm in love with it, or if I get to the repeating pattern parts and go, no. No. So yeah, that's day 11 of the Cast Ons. It is the beginnings of a shawl that might not remain a shawl. I don't know. That's all I can really say about this one. Is I just don't know. Like with pretty much all of the other projects I've cast on, I felt some kind of spark, some kind of joy. I don't feel that in this. I was so excited to cast on, and then as soon as I started, it was just like, So, yeah, I guess we'll see how this goes. We'll see what happens when I get back to it. If I get back to it, I'm just not sure. Like, I do still love the yarn. I still love the colours. I just don't know whether I've picked the wrong project now. I just don't know. Like, there's no real spark. I mean, even some of my other patterns that are like really simple and are mostly there for homeware purposes, you know, there is still a spark to that. Like, I'm looking forward to returning to this cushion cover, but I don't have a spark for this. So I guess we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's just, yeah. So I don't really know what else to say. There's no spark there. I don't know. So thank you for watching this very, very informative day 11 of the 12 cast-ons. I have quite a big project planned for day 12. Would you like a sneak peek of the yarn? Just a sneak. And then I will hopefully see you for day 12, which should be this weekend, if all goes well. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed day 11 of the 12 cast-ons, and I hope to see you next time. Bye guys.